Thank you very much, fellow Kenyans. I'm Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East constituency. Today I'm here to talk about the witch hunt that is coming from the government. The government of the day, the state has realized that our popularity has really grown and that they want to manage, they want to dwarf this popularity. They have approached Babu Owino on several occasions so that Babu can work with government, but Babu has refused and has said clearly that he wants to work for Kenyans, and that if the government was offering services to citizens, the services that were promised during the campaign periods, if they were working, if the cost of living was reduced, if taxes were reduced, if there were jobs for Kenyan citizens, if the health sector was working, if education sector was working, then Babu Owino would not have any business opposing the government. But why do we oppose the government? Why do we keep checks and balances on the government? It's because the government has not shown any effort to solve these issues of concern that I am raising. And therefore, because of that reason, there is a meeting that was held last week, a meeting that involved serious stakeholders in this country, and they were asking how Babu Owino can be put down, how Babu Owino can be managed. Some proposed that Babu Owino should be approached, bought, bribed, so that he can support the government. Some came with an idea that Babu Owino should be dealt with perpendicularly, that they should send the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to our offices to come and besmirch the good name of Babu Owino. And therefore, I was reliably informed, information from very serious sources, that this week EACC was to come visit us at our offices in Donholm, Greenspan Mall, 2nd floor. If not this week, then next week they are to come, or any other time that they will deem fit. And the intention is very clear, that we need to put Babu down. We need to tell the public that there are corruption allegations in Embakasi East office. And I want to tell you clearly that the Auditor General produced a report for all the constituencies, the 290 constituencies in this country. And the lady, you know how she works, she can't be bribed. If the government cannot bribe her, then Babu Owino automatically cannot bribe this lady, and she's been doing a great job. And the report was clear, and I want to read to Kenyans this report from the Auditor General. I want to go to the conclusion because this is a public document. Report on lawfulness and effectiveness in use of public resources. Conclusion. As required by Article 229, Sub-Article 6 of the Constitution, based on the audit procedures performed, except for the matter described in the basis for conclusion on lawfulness and effectiveness in use of public resources section of my report, I confirm that nothing else has come to my attention to cause me, the Auditor General, to believe that public resources have not been applied lawfully and in an effective way. If this report came from the Auditor General and it is a public document, then why does the government want to use EACC to come and intimidate Babu Owino? I want to tell the EACC that you are an independent body. Do not get involved in this politics. And by the way, the office is very open. Anytime you want to know about any project in Embakasi's constituency, we have done all the projects that we advertised in Embakasi's constituency. And there is a clear procedure on how the tenders are awarded in any public office. All the procedures as confirmed by the funds manager, as confirmed that all the procedures were followed. There is no any conflict of interest. None of my companies has been awarded any job in Embakasi's constituency. None of my friends' companies has been awarded in Embakasi East constituency because there's a laid down procedure on procurement process. And in the procurement process, in that committee, there's a person that comes from the public works. Public works is an appendage of the national government. There's a person that comes, there's a procurement officer that comes from Nyayo House under the Ministry of Interior. That is Office of the President directly. Who determines who is to be given what? And in this country, if you are in opposition, there's nothing you can influence, even if you wanted to influence. And therefore, if the government wants to come for me, I want to tell you that you've come for me severally. This is not any news to me. I have faced so many things within the court corridors. And now you have decided that you want to come just with an intention to soil, to pollute the otherwise good name of the best member of parliament in this country. Why would members of Embakasi East constituency vote to rank me as the best member of parliament in this country if there were fraud cases? I want to remind you that my mother did not give birth to a thief. I did not come to Nairobi to steal money for Embakasi East constituents. I did not come to Nairobi to frustrate my people or Kenyans. I came to Nairobi to study, and I got a job as a member of parliament for Embakasi East constituency, and therefore my work in Nairobi is to work for my people. My work in Nairobi is to ensure that my people goes to school, our children goes to school, and there is no any constituency in this country that gives bursary in the most transparent way like Embakasi East constituency. I go there, I produce forms to every ward, issue forms. This other one, 2024-2025, we had 25,000 applicants. I went back with checks, issued checks to some of the constituents. The ones who are remaining,
Let's talk about Kenyan politics. And you've just heard what Babu Owino has said, that the government or the administration of the day is witch-handing him. Yeah, pulling all the strings together to make sure that it goes down. But he is like, guys, I'm not going down as you guys think. Just because of popularity, you guys think you're gonna bring me down? No. That's not gonna happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not even yesterday. Okay, yesterday is gone, so we don't need to talk about the yesterday. It says not today, not tomorrow, not next year, until we accomplish that which we must accomplish, and that is defending the rights of Kenyans. But Kenyans, understand me on this. Most of the time, politicians will use the term Kenyans to think so to fool people or to fool the Kenyans that they are with you. But whenever they get whatever they want, that word Kenyans never ever come again to their lips. And let me ask a question. What is the difference between a politician and a leader? What do you think is the difference? Because there is a very big difference between these two people, a politician and a leader. There is a very big difference. All the people you see in Kenya, most of them are politicians and they are not leaders. Now, seeing their characteristics on what they are doing, you'll understand the difference between a leader and a politician. But for these guys are just politicians, and they are making use of the citizens of this country, the normal mwananchi, to get whatever they want. Can you run away from them? Yes, you can.